And what does the Lord require of you? Only to act justly, to love tenderly, and to walk humbly with your God. Few exemplify Paul Locatelli's favorite quote more than Richard and Ginny Haughey. Rooted in humility and guided by compassion, Rich and Ginny have spent a lifetime sharing their joy, expertise, and generosity in ways that often go unseen, but never unfelt. Their journey began on the Mission campus. Santa Clara was not Rich Haughey's first choice. He enrolled as a civil engineer in 1969 with plans to transfer after 1 year. But something unexpected happened. Rich found himself inspired by the personal attention from his professors, the well-rounded curriculum, and the friendships he forged. So he stayed. Long before she arrived, Ginny Thomas was destined for SCU. Her aunt and numerous cousins were proud graduates, as was her father, Vincent. A member of the class of 1932, he played both baseball and football and was later inducted into the Athletics Hall of Fame. Though homesick her first year, the compassion of the Jesuits, encouragement from her teachers, and warmth of her new community gave Ginny a lasting sense of belonging. While sitting on the steps of Benson his senior year, Rich first noticed Ginny as she strolled by with a group of toddlers from kids on campus. After being introduced through friends, they grew close through group parties and card games at Rich's apartment. Their connection soon turned to commitment when Rich suggested a trip to Lake Tahoe to see Elvis Presley, one of Ginny's favorites. She hesitated, thinking it improper for two people merely dating. Without missing a beat, Rich proposed. By May of 1973, they were engaged and watching The King in Tahoe. That November, they tied the knot. After settling in the Bay Area, Rich launched a 40-year career in environmental engineering. He and Ginny raised two sons, Mike and Nick, now both SCU grads. Today, their Bronco legacy spans 3 generations, and maybe a 4th if their oldest granddaughter has her way.
Santa Clara is really woven into the fabric of who Rich and Ginny Haughey are. They are tremendously proud of all things Santa Clara, and they share that pride wherever they go. They actually are amazing ambassadors for the university.
Though their lives were full, the Haughey's always found time to lend a hand, especially at St. Francis, the high school Rich and their sons attended. Whether leading boards or chairing events, they built strong bonds with other families, many of whom shared their Santa Clara connection. Rich and Ginny remained close to SCU, returning for reunions and football games, as well as keeping in touch with classmates. But it was St. Francis parents and longtime Broncos Dan and Shelley Barsanti who drew them even closer to their alma mater. After inviting the Haughey's to join them at the Golden Circle Theater Party, Dan asked if Ginny would consider joining the Board of Fellows, the group responsible for organizing the annual gala. Soon afterward, Ginny received a lunch invitation. Sitting in the president's dining room, Father Locatelli spoke not only about the Board of Fellows, but the role of alumni in shaping the university's future. Ginny left that lunch with an invitation and a renewed sense of purpose. She considers accepting that invitation one of the best decisions she ever made. Since that day, whenever Santa Clara calls, the Haughey's answer.
In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find two people more dedicated to Santa Clara than Rich and Ginny. They are all Bronco all the way.
Ginny was chair of the Fellows in 2009 and remains active on the board. She's also a member of the Cadillac Club. Rich served on the Athletics Advisory Board and in 2010 was appointed a university trustee. But ask anyone who knows them and you'll hear the same thing. Where one goes, the other is right there with them. The Haughey's are a package deal. At the request of University President Michael Eng, both Rich and Ginny joined the Board of Regents. They also lead reunion committees, welcome new students, fund scholarships, and so much more. Their contributions have touched every corner of campus, and their impact will be felt for generations to come. The Haughey's also travel extensively with the Board of Trustees, Fellows, and the Athletic Department. They always pack their Bronco gear, ready to represent SCU and make friends wherever they go. They love visiting new places and believe traveling with others builds camaraderie, trust, and genuine kinship. And when it comes to Bronco athletics, Rich and Ginny don't just sit on the sidelines. They go where the teams go, celebrate their accomplishments, and lift them up when the going gets tough. Their presence, both home and away, speaks volumes. For student athletes, it's a steady reminder that they belong to a family that believes in them and will be there no matter what. Rich and Ginny don't seek recognition. They feel called to serve, so when they're asked, they say yes. Ginny has long volunteered for various causes, including chairing the Courageous Kids Day program for the American Cancer Society, which supports families with children undergoing cancer treatment. After retiring, Rich joined the board of Loaves and Fishes, a nonprofit that provides meals to those in need.
Wherever they go, Rich and Ginny give. And they give not only their treasure, but their time and their talent.
There are a lot of people who give their treasures, but don't give any of their time. What separates Ginny and Rich is that they donate their time, their talent, and their treasures equally, all the while not seeking any notoriety.
The Haughey's give without hesitation. For them, showing up is an act of gratitude, and that's what they've done for more than 5 decades. Whether cheering from the bleachers, chairing a committee, or making someone feel seen and valued, the Haughey's lead with kindness. They feel blessed by Santa Clara University and want to return the blessing.
And they don't give for themselves. They don't give for honors. They give because they serve.
People like Ginny and Rich Haughey are at the heart of what makes Santa Clara so special. I believe they feel blessed to have shared the Santa Clara experience and to have been a part of the Santa Clara family for more than 5 decades. So I think they have made it a priority to give back through their extraordinary engagement here at Santa Clara to ensure that generations to come will also have that opportunity.
For acting justly, loving tenderly, and walking humbly, the Alumni Association is privileged to present Richard and Ginny Haughey with the 2025 Paul L. Locatelli Award.